Last lecture we have seen the study of three types of elementary transformations. Today we are going to solve some examples on exercise 2.1. Let us start. First example. Apply the given elementary transformation on each of the following matrices. Starting with first example, if A is a matrix and given transformation is interchange of R1 and R2. So in solution, first write the given matrix and given transformation. By applying this transformation, interchange of R1 and R2 gives a new matrix. So write the second row in place of first row and write the first row element in second row in this way. Let us see the second example. If a matrix B is given and transformation is given, the transformation is changes in R1 such that R1 minus R2. Now in the solution, write the given matrix and given transformation. By writing the given transformation, changes in R1 such that R1 minus R2 gives a new matrix. Changing in R1 by subtracting R2, it gives a new matrix 1 minus 2 in first row. The corresponding elements can be written as 1 minus 2, minus 1 minus 5. Next element 3 minus 4, and there is no changes in second row. Then by calculating this, we get a new matrix 1 minus 1 minus 1, minus 1 minus 5 minus 6, 3 minus 4 is equal to minus 1, and second row as it is. In this way we get a new matrix. In the third example, a matrix A is given and transformation is 2 into C2. Write the given matrix A and transformation 2 into C2. It gives a new matrix by multiplying to every element in C2. There are 3 columns and multiply to C2 by 2. Then we get 2 into 2, 4. 2 into 1, 2. First column and third column as it is. Then we get a new matrix. This matrix equivalent to the given matrix. Let us see the fourth example. A matrix A is given and transformation 3 into R3, and then apply this transformation C3 plus 2 C2. As given matrix A and first transformation is 3 into R3 gives, by multiplying third row by 3, then we get 3 into 3 9, 3 into 3 9, 1 into 3 3. First row and second row as it is. Then apply this transformation C3 plus 2 C2. Write this transformation and applying this transformation on C3. So changes in C3, there is no changes in C1 and C2. Therefore write the first column and second column as it is. Changes are done in third column, such as 3 plus 2 into element in C2. So 3 plus 2 into minus 1. In the second element, 0 plus 2 into 1. Third element, 3 plus 2 into third element 9. By calculating these elements, we get a new matrix. First column and second column as it is, and by calculating the third column, we get 1, 2 and 21, which is equivalent to original matrix. Now the next example is transform the given matrix into an upper triangular matrix by suitable column transformation. What is the upper triangular matrix? Upper triangular matrix is a matrix in which every element below the diagonal is 0. That means in this matrix below the diagonal elements are 2, 3 and 2. Now by using suitable column transformation we have to convert this element into 0. Therefore, in this matrix, we have to convert these elements into 0. First, if we apply for these elements convert into 0, we have to apply 2 minus 2 into C2. Multiply by 2 to this element 1 and subtract from these 2, then we get this element 0. So applying the transformation changes in C1. 2 lies in C1. So changes in C1 such that C1 minus 2 into C2. So here changes are done in C1 column 1. So C2 and C3 as it is. Write C2 and C3 as it is. Changes in C1 such that C1 minus 2 C2 for every corresponding elements. So by calculating 1 minus 2 into minus 1. 1 minus 2 into minus 1. Then we get 3. 2 minus 2 into minus 1. 3. Now for second element 2 minus 2 into corresponding element in C2 1. Then we get 2 minus 2 0. Now for third element 3 minus 2 into corresponding element in C2 2. Then we get 2 minus 4 is equal to minus 1. In this way. Then we get these 2 convert into 0. Now we have to convert this element. Next element 2 convert into 0. So for this we have to apply the transformation. So for this multiplying minus 1 by 2 and add in 2, then we get this element into 0. So applying the transformation C2 changes in C2 such that C2 plus 2 into C1. 2 into C1. So applying this transformation we get the second column element into 0. So changes in C2, C1 and C3 as it is. Changes in C2 such that C2 plus 2C1. So applying this transformation C1 element, C2 element minus 1 plus 2 into C1, 2 into 3 minus 1 plus here. Take the first element minus 1 in C2 plus 2 into C1 element 3 into 3. Then we get 6 minus 1, 5. Next transformation, next element 1 plus 2 into 0. Multiple of 0 is 0. So element is 1. 1. Next element 2 plus 2 into corresponding element minus 1. Then we get 2 minus 4. 2 minus 2 is 0. In this way, these two convert into 0. Now, we have to convert minus 1 into 0. So, for this conversion, we apply next transformation. Minus 1 lies in C1. So, changes in C1 such that multiplying by 4 to minus 1 minus 4 and add to C3, then we get minus 4 plus 4 is equal to 0. So, we apply this transformation 4C1 plus C3. Changes in C1. So, second and third column as it is. So, resulting numbers are 4C1 plus C3, 4 into 3 plus 2. 4 into 3, 12 plus 2, 14. 0 plus 3, 3. And this element convert into 0. So the resulting matrix is in this way. Student, this element changes in, this 0 changes in 3. So no problem. We have to convert this element into 0 in next transformation by transforming, multiplying to 1, 3 and subtract from this element, then we get 0. So next transformation is C1 minus 3C2. C1 minus 3C2. Then we get changes in C1 minus 14 minus 3 into 5. 14 minus 15 minus 1. 3 minus 3 into 1. 0. 0 minus 0. We get 0. So changes in C1, second and third columns remains as it is. This is a upper triangular matrix. Here below the diagonal elements are 0. Therefore, we have to convert the given matrix into upper triangular matrix. Now students, before the study of next topic, we are going to learn some important types of matrices. For example, square matrix. We know that a square matrix is a matrix in which number of rows is equal to number of columns. That means M is equal to N. Second type is identity matrix. Identity matrix is a square matrix in which all its non-diagonal elements are 0 and diagonal elements are 1. For example, identity matrix is denoted by capital I is equal to, in 2 by 2 matrix, all diagonal elements are 1 and the remaining non-diagonal elements are 0. For 3 by 3 matrix, all diagonal elements are 1 and non-diagonal elements are 0. Third type is determinant of a matrix. If A is a square matrix, then determinant of A is denoted by determinant of A or determinant A. For example, A is a matrix, then determinant of A can be written as in this form. Now, next type is singular matrix. If A is a matrix, then if we find the determinant of A and if determinant of A is equal to 0, then that matrix is called singular matrix. For any matrix A, if the value of determinant of A is not equal to 0, then that matrix is called non-singular matrix.